Hi, my name is Dan Miller and welcome to another Legal Minute. Today we're going to talk about your defense in a drug distribution case. Generally speaking, the Commonwealth has to prove two elements in order to prove that you are distributing drugs. One is that you possess the drug, and number two, that you were involved in the drug's distribution. Now, how do they prove possession? So there's two types of possession. There's actual possession, and that's when the drugs are actually found on your person. The other type of possession is constructive possession. That's when the drugs are found in an area that you recently occupied. Generally speaking, that's in a car or in a house. The court's going to look at a totality of the circumstances. If it's in a house, the court's going to look at whether or not the drugs were found in your room. Did you make any statements that may indicate that you knew of the drug's presence? Generally speaking, in a vehicle, it's a little bit different. The court's going to look at your proximity to the drugs after the stop was effectuated. They're going to look to determine whether or not there were any furtive movements made towards the drugs at the time that the officer stopped you. They're going to look at whether or not you were nervous at the time of the stop. They're going to make determinations as to whether or not there's anything within your cell phone that would indicate that you were in fact dealing those drugs. The second issue for the court to determine is whether or not you were distributing. And to do that, the Commonwealth often presents an expert witness, a drug detective, who's going to try and testify that the drugs that they found are inconsistent with personal use and more consistent with distribution. Now, how do they do that? They're going to look at the quantity of drugs that are found in your person. They're going to look at whether or not there are any indicators of use, such as rolling papers, straws, needles. They're going to look at your cell phone to see if there's any messages indicating that you were dealing. They're going to look for scales. They're going to look for baggies. They're going to look for all types of things that are going to try and pinpoint you as distributing these drugs rather than being an average user. Look, as with any drug distribution case, these things turn on whether or not the evidence is going to be sufficient to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And there's many technical defenses that may arise that are going to be beneficial to you in defending your case. If we can help you with this or any other matter, please give us a call. And remember, the right attorney makes all the difference.